What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel, SHORTSLABS, and here I bring you the best content on YouTube related to sports card grading, hobby trends, and market analysis so that you can enjoy the hobby either as a collector, flipper, or investor. So similar to the series I started highlighting the top 15 hottest players in the hobby via the Sports Card Hot List, I'm now starting another monthly series focusing on the top 20 hottest sports cards across the hobby. So yes, the top 20 hottest sports cards will now be called the Hot Sheet. And man, oh man, was May hot. If you really wanted to pick a card that was hot in today's market, all you would really need to do is check out the top 3 rookies of today's biggest sports cards across every single sport, and you would probably be picking a winner that's going to make you some money. Trying to narrow this bull market down to 20 cards, yeah, man, that's going to be a challenge, but do not fear, friends of the interwebs. Tyler is here to bring you the best insight and the hottest cards in the market. So without further ado, let's jump into the list starting at number 20. Dwyane Wade has done nothing in the past few months to increase his prices, as he's been retired and he's probably just playing basketball in his backyard from the league and for several months. But Dwyane Wade has been the beneficiary of many buyers snatching up his rookie cards in anticipation for a substantial price increase. As the hobby continues to grow, collectors are focusing on NBA legends, Major League Baseball, National Football League, and every one of their key rookies and key players over the past 2 decades, and their key rookie cards. Cards like the 2003-2004 Topps Chrome Dwyane Wade PSA 10 have increased in value substantially recently. These cards were as low as $350 in late March through mid-April, but they've climbed as high as $1,100 most recently. The same growth can also be seen in some of his other issues, whether it be Upper Deck, his base Topps Chrome issue, but guys, Chrome is king. The 19th hottest card in today's market belongs to Mike Trout, and trust me guys, this is not Trout's last appearance on the hot sheet, but could be one of the first times this Bowman's best card has drawn some attention. As one of the last shiny cards to really get attention, this Bowman's Best Retro 1994 design card technically is an insert that was placed in the 2011 Bowman Chrome set, so many purists may not treat this as a rookie card, which has hampered its growth throughout the years up until this point. With the Bowman Chrome and Bowman Chrome draft issues skyrocketing out of range, and of course the Topps Update card has never really been in range, at least not recently, this card is drawing a lot more attention, and people are focusing on this as one of the last few cheap alternatives. But those days may be coming to an end, guys. In March, as early as early May, PSA 10s were $225, but now they are in the $500 range, with more of the most recent sales ending in the mid 400s. The 18th hottest card in the hobby is Luka Doncic's Panini Optic rookie card, and benefiting from the rise of everything shiny, including Optic, as a true mainstream commodity card, this card has gone up pre-Rona, decreased a little bit in the beginning of Rona, and trust me, I know that this went down pre-Rona because I sold 3 PSA 10s for a very low price. That made me a little bit upset, but now prices are recovering to that of pre-Rona prices, but also exceeding that and really rivaling Panini Prizm PSA 10 prices. Many folks are realizing that Prizm print runs are truly out of control, and that's putting a cap on what the valuation can be of the Prizm base card. With Optic print runs lower than Prizm, combined with a higher condition sensitivity due to centering issues with the Optic card, clean copies have been climbing in price over the past couple of weeks. PSA 10s were around $250, right around the Rona dip, but now they're back up to around $375, and they've settled there very consistently. So Jason Tatum cards are just as hot as Tatum's torrid pace in the NBA regular season prior to the Rona, and the biggest beneficiary of this again is his Optic rookie cards. Trading at less than $10 each in raw form just a little over a month ago, copies are now in the $40 range, with PSA 10 copies most recently going for $250, as high as $300 on some instances. When you compare the print run and gem rate to other Optic and Prizm star cards of other players, namely Luka, namely Trae Young, Ja Morant, and Zion, you really begin to realize just how much potential these Optic rookies have. Again, this PSA 10 was about $100 a couple of months ago. Now it's $250 to $300. So Derek Jeter's Topps card has never really been viewed as his best card. It's never really been his second best card. And it's arguably not even been his third best card. But Somebody says Topps rookie cards are all the rage and it eventually becomes a fad. And the Buyers Club has truly spoken, and spoken loudly they have. Topps rookie cards are all the rage, being the lowest end of the low end during the mid to late 90s, but collectors want a flagship Topps base card. And for that reason, what used to be a $200 PSA 10 is now a $1,000 card. And honestly, I have no idea why I have this card so low. It could probably be number one, to be quite honest. So Chrome is King is going to be a motto that runs throughout the entire list. You've likely already seen that, especially even with Optic cards, not necessarily just Topps Chrome. And when it comes to Kevin Durant, that is definitely no different. Everything Kevin Durant from 2007 is really, really hot right now, but nothing has been hotter than his Topps Chrome rookie and parallels. I mentioned this in my other video with Kevin Durant. Everybody is thinking, all right, you got LeBron James, Kevin Durant could be better. What happens if he wins that third ring? So his base Topps rookie card is also benefiting from the Topps rage, but again, Chrome is king. Gem Mint copies are now 4 figures and climbing fast. Actually, they're way past 4 figures. They were around $1,100 just a month or so ago. Now they're around $2,000. So Kobe's market has been up and down for a variety of reasons this year, but most recently the market has been trending up and up and up. And while most of the attention most recently is focused on his Topps card, his Topps Chrome card, his ZX2000 card, his Topps Finest card, and of course the metal cards, which appear to be all the rage, Bowman's best has always really seemed to be like this secondary trophy wife, like not a primary trophy wife. And I really never get it because it's shiny, you know, it's not the shiny most attractive thing. It's not the Topps Chrome card, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I think that this is the primary trophy wife. Like this is it. Like this is not second fiddle. Bowman's best has been second fiddle or third fiddle or fourth fiddle as a backup option. Bowman's best is saying, you know what, bitches? I'm just as good as you. I can be just as good as you. I can just be as shiny as you. I can just be as clean as you and lean and look good in that PSA case. And you know what? Collectors are starting to notice. They're like, damn, this card's done matured. It's looking good. She's like blossomed into this like gorgeous, voluptuous. This is the Bowman's best card. And I think people are realizing it. It's shiny, it's clean, it doesn't turn green like the Topps Chrome card. You definitely don't want no girl that's gonna be turning green on you. Like, get the Bowman's best. People are really clamoring this Bowman's best card. This was a $200 card in PSA 10 form. Now it is higher as $600 in PSA 10, and it is climbing. Most recently, I think I've seen sales as high as $700. Yes, and I'm very happy to say that I jumped on this wagon very, very early on. So I've picked up around 4 to 5 Bowman's best raw cards, and they are currently getting graded right now because I knew that this was not no second fiddle. This is the primary one that I've been going after all of my life. I'm just kidding. I just got it like most recently, just like most of you all. So we can't leave out Topps base card explosions without mentioning perhaps the most important Topps base card, or at least the most important last Topps base card ever produced, which is the 2009 Topps Stephen Curry rookie card. A card that now has a legacy as the last great rookie card produced by Topps while having an NBA license. This card is one of the few handful NBA licensed Upper Deck / Topps cards that were ever produced that soon ushered in the new Panini era. Again, this is from a set that features not only Blake Griffin rookie cards, James Harden rookie cards, but also Stephen Curry rookie cards. Man, oh man, what a bad year 2009 is. My favorite brands between Upper Deck and Topps both said, you know what? We're not going to pay for this NBA license. We're just going to take our bags and go home and let Pooh Peeny run the show from here on out. And that has been frustrating, to be honest. It's been super, super frustrating. And because of that, I think collectors really appreciate this 2009 Topps Stephen Curry rookie card. And it's also set precedence to the rise of other Topps rookie cards, whether it be the LeBron James card, whether it be the Kobe Bryant card. It's definitely an important centerpiece. And it's so important that prices have climbed very, very high recently. They were $1,000 a couple weeks ago. Now they're as high as $2,000. So the 2019 NFL MVP's hobby status has remained stagnant for the first few months, being Lamar Jackson, mainly being overshadowed by the success of Patrick Mahomes. But with Mahomes prices going out of sight, investors are beginning to wonder, what if with Lamar Jackson? What if with Deshaun Watson? What if with all these second and third and fourth quarterbacks? Well, Lamar Jackson is person number 2 on most collectors' want lists. And people are starting to think, what if? His Prizm rookie cards have always been in demand, but his Donruss Optic rookie has gained a lot of traction over the month and over the past few weeks. PSA 10 copies have been closing in at around $300. Now, this is a delayed entry into a hot list or hot sheet and a mention, mainly because this is a PSA 10 card maybe 2-3 months ago, but it became a $300 card like 6 to 8 weeks ago, for sure. It's just a delayed entry. This is more of a, we're going to add this and give it its recognition. Whether it maintains on this list moving forward, we shall see. And as previously mentioned, Kobe cards are hot, and I truly think that Bowman's Best is by far the sexiest card out there, so that's just me. The crazy thing is that the hottest cards are the cheapies that we all threw in our 3-ring binder because they really weren't worth getting their own top loader and penny sleeve, which is crazy. Yeah, those days are probably over and are never going to come back because Kobe's Topps rookie card benefits from a number of factors pushing prices higher, factors that I've already described, but I will go over again. First, the overall market explosion is putting upward pressure on all the key rookie cards. All of them. Second, the fascination with Topps flagship rookies continues to become a thing across all sports except hockey. That's not a real sport. But lastly, sorry hockey fans, I really just don't know the market, don't know the sport. I really don't know anything about hockey. Lastly, as the Topps Chrome card reaches astronomical proportions, again, you need to be going after that Bowman's Best, and collectors with a more affordable option are provided the Topps card, featuring Kobe in the same iconic image at a fraction of the cost. So the PSA 10 Topps rookie card has increased value almost really double in the past month to 6 weeks. Was an $800 card, now it's trading as high as $1,500 in PSA 10 form. So there's always been a price discrepancy between Tom Brady and Peyton Manning that really never made any sense to me because, again, I'm going to drop some more bombs on you and with some hot takes. Peyton Manning to me is better than Tom Brady. Manning just wasn't in as good of a situation as Tom Brady was. But, all right, back to reality. For all the reasons listed above, Peyton Manning's Topps card has increased a lot in value. Perhaps in the short running, for the highest price valuation gain over the previous month, the only thing holding back his base Topps flagship card is the lack of high-grade gem mint copies that have come to market, because again, these cards were not highly sought after back in the day. They were not taken care of. They were put in not in penny sleeves. They were put in 3-ring binders, and they were probably put in monster boxes and have ding corners, and they just look like shit. But when PSA 10s do come to market, expect to see sales about 3 times higher than what they were just under a month ago. $250 for PSA 10s, between $600 and $900 for PSA 10s now. So when a guy with over 2 million followers says that a rookie card currently priced at around $1,000 should be $40,000, you would expect to see some movement, would you not? Well, Gary Vee might have name-dropped this card, this Tim Duncan rookie card, as a potential investment piece on The Breakfast Club most recently, but surprisingly, it didn't move the needle at all. If anything, the prices have gone down. Actually, it went up a little bit whenever we mentioned it, but it's softened a little bit. The needle had already moved, though, for the overall market when you compare this card's prices today versus April prices. PSA 10s were in the $400 to $500 range for this Topps Chrome rookie card, but now they are going in the $1,000 to $1,200 range. Actually, most recently, we've actually seen a retraction. The most recent sale sold for less than $800. So we're seeing a little bit of a contraction. Likely next week, this card is not going to be on the hot list, but just over the past couple of months, this certainly qualifies as a card that is really hot. It's doubled in value, and there's been a lot of sales. The 1998 Topps Chrome Manning rookie. What in the world am I supposed to say about this card? I mean, Topps Chrome, shiny, the guy's better than Peyton. So 1998 Topps Chrome Peyton Manning card. Again, NFL star, rookie cards, market increases, shiny, The very first card that comes to mind is 1998 Topps Chrome Peyton Manning. I mean, that's clearly obvious using those factors, right? Well, Topps cards are all the rage. Chrome makes it even better because Chrome is king. Again, Peyton Manning, he's funny. He is a nice guy. He's on TV a lot. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He plays it safe. He doesn't offend anybody. He is Mr. America. And that, my friends, is the recipe for a blue chip investment. And that is why his PSA 10 Topps Chrome rookie has more than doubled in price. It's now $1,900. And when you compare this to a Bowman Chrome PSA 10 Tom Brady card, this is cheap. Very, very cheap. Because remember, Tom Brady did not have a Topps Chrome rookie card, so he only has a Bowman Chrome rookie. But whenever you compare the two, this is still looking very, very cheap. So, if you were to mention the best investment NFL player over the next 5 to 10 years, I just talked about Peyton Manning. It ain't him. I just talked about Tom Brady. It definitely ain't him. It is Patrick Mahomes. It is his league today. It is his league moving forward. It will be his league. It will be his hobby for the next 5, 10, 15 years, however long he wants to play in the NFL. This is the Mahomes league now, and you better get used to it. The hottest card for Patrick Mahomes, at least the second hottest card for Patrick Mahomes this month, is his Prizm rookie. And this card does not have the highest month-over-month gain in value, but it continues to set record after record after record. We're talking about a card that was produced 3 years ago. 3 years ago. That's not that long ago. 3 years ago. It is now $3,500. Yeah, that's different than the text on the screen. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of sales that are happening. Some of these have sold as high as $3,700 in PSA 10 grades. I'm talking about a card that was about $1,000 around Christmas, or maybe a little bit after Christmas as a PSA 10, and has slowly gained traction after traction after traction. This card has surpassed the value of the most iconic rookie card of this era. The 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout. It has surpassed its value already. It is insane what is happening in the Patrick Mahomes market right now, and this card is unbelievably hot and continues to climb in value. So I can't have a hot list without mentioning Zion Williamson Prizm. And trust me, guys, I got a special at the end of this. You all better tune in to what I have to say about Panini Prizm. But we're going to talk about Zion Williamson's Panini Prizm Mosaic Silver Parallel. Sure, we don't have month-over-month sales to compare this to, but we do have the most recent sales data for this month. And by golly, Prizm Mosaic Zion, the silver version, is by far very hot. I'm not going to give any credit to the base card, because the base card sucks. They're filled with surface scratches. They're filled with surface dents. Everyone in America should throw them away. They're garbage. They're junk. But the silver is where it's at. In my opinion, it's actually the most attractive Prizm Zion rookie that is out there, even compared to the base flagship card. Now, obviously, precedent has been set. The Prizm rookie is the Prizm rookie. The Prizm silver is the Prizm silver. Those are the ones to get. Hopefully, Optic will eventually dethrone that. But the Mosaic Prizm card has a much better image, much better design, and the silver card just looks really, really good. Saw BGS 9.5 sell for $1,150. Another one I believe sold for $1,200. So this card is definitely going to be a high value card. Definitely stay away from the base.
Tracks.
So Patrick Mahomes cards have been hot. That is without question true. Something in order to top Prizm had to do something amazing, and in my opinion, the Optic Holo has done just that. We're talking about a card that was $800 as a PSA 10 in March, early April. Now we're talking about an $18, $19, $2,000 PSA 10. Couple weeks ago, we're talking about $22, $23, $2,400 PSA 10. The market has softened a little bit, but there's staying power in these prices. They've settled in very, very nicely, and if there's any other gains in the Mahomes market, this is a card that will likely continue to gain traction, or at least stabilize to be a true blue chip investment piece. The last two cards, man, I'm excited. It is so hard to ignore a hot list of cards without mentioning a $922,000 sports card sale in the middle of a pandemic. In the middle of America burning itself to the ground, we have people who are valuing sports cards like they have never valued them before. A $922,000 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Mike Trout Red Refractor Autograph BGS 9.5. $922,000, and you know what that's going to do to this market? You know what those headlines on Yahoo News are going to do? You know what those headlines on Forbes are going to do? You know what those headlines on every single news outlet are going to do? It is going to bring more attention and more investment to a market that is on volcanic eruption mode. This card sale has been tremendous for the Mike Trout market. And sure, I don't think that's not even his best card. $922,000 sale. That's not even his best card. That is the equivalent of a 1952 Mickey Mantle PSA 8 rookie card selling for $922,000 when you know that there is a PSA 9 out there. And that's not even the best comparison, because I believe there's 3 PSA 9 52 Mantles. I don't believe there's a PSA 10. I could be wrong about that. The thing is, it's not even his best card. It's not his best card. So a Mike Trout Superfractor from 2009 Bowman Chrome is likely a $3 million card right now, guys. It is probably the most expensive modern card in existence. Unless there's an 86-87 Fleer MJ Beckett Pristine rookie card out there, unless there's a 2003-2004 exquisite LeBron James RPA number to 99 Beckett 10 untrimmed, because half of them are trimmed by a bunch of freaks. This is by far the most expensive card. Now, the red refractor is obviously a red refractor. It's not a superfractor, but the attention that that's bringing to the market is insane. Clearly, that card is not the number 2 hottest card because there's only 5 of them. But what that does is it brings attention to the Mike Trout rookie card market, and by far the commodity card of most interest is the 2011 Topps Update flagship rookie card. This is the card that changed the game. It has defined a generation of sports card and rookie cards for the past decade. It is the card to get. It is the modern blue chip rookie card. It set the stage and the precedent for every single flagship rookie card to follow it from every single sport, which is really just baseball because Panini rules everything else, which sucks. But for every single baseball card that has followed it, that is the flagship rookie card to go after. Mike Trout updates have steadily climbed. Man, oh man, I wish I still had mine. Over the past couple of months, over the past couple of years, just even over a month ago, we're talking about a $1,700 PSA 10, now trading as high as $2,700 as a PSA 10. Last but certainly not least, I cannot create this list without showing my hardcore fandom to the GOAT, to my idol, to the greatest athlete of all time, and someone who is truly worthy of a number 1 on the top 20 list. And I'm going to explain why I have this card on the number 1 list. So if we start off, 86-87 Fleer, it is the modern day blue chip. You have Mickey Mantle for vintage, you've got Michael Jordan for modern. 86-87 Fleer is the card to get. And if you look at PSA 10 versions of this that have sold pre-Last Dance and post-Last Dance, we're talking about a card that was a $40,000, $50,000 card pre-Last Dance, really in the 40 range. Post-Last Dance, we're talking about a $90,000 card, some in the $80,000 range. Some have dipped all the way into the 70 range, but again, we're talking about cards that have almost doubled in value of that magnitude. It's not like we're talking about a card going 1,000 to 2,000 and we have 3 sales. We're talking about three to four sales of a card that has gone from 40 to 80. It is insane what has happened to the high-end 86, 87 Fleer market. And in my opinion, I do not own anything near this in value. In my opinion, this is low. Gary Vee got on the Breakfast Club and said in front of a large audience, wait for one of these rappers to post one of these things on Instagram. Wait for them to drop that with those 2 million followers and begin doing this competition between whose MJ is bigger. I'm absolutely proud of that Beckett 4. It has a crease in the middle of it, and that card still sells for $3,000. It is absolutely insane. If you look at the PSA 9s, which is the card that is featured here, that's probably has the most sales out of any in the high-end range. Pre-Last Dance, we're talking about a $7,000 card. Post-Last Dance, we're talking about a $9,000 to $10,000 card. Prices are now settling around $9,000, but it's all about presentation within the case. Does the card match the grade assignment? Does it look like a 9? Does it look like an 8? Does it look like an 8.5? And you can clearly see price discrepancies and delineations based on presentation of the card alone within the case. So PSA 9s that look really good, we've seen sell as high as $24,000. Others we also see around the $9,000 to $10,000 range. So guys, that wraps up my hot list, but do not click out because I have 2 amazing honorable mentions. The first one is Topps Project 2020. And guys, I know every single one of you all are tuning in, seeing where I was going to place this on the list. And honestly, you probably could have placed 20 cards on this list of the hottest cards, and that would have been a boring list. So you know what? You got goofed, but I'm also showing you that I'm in tune with the hobby by mentioning Topps Project 2020, a set that I honestly don't know a whole lot about, but I'm going to mention one card, and I'm also going to give a shout out to a really good hobby friend and somebody who has been on top of this from the very beginning. If you have not already done so, check out Eric, Those Back Pages, his YouTube channel. He has cataloged Topps Project 2020 better than anyone else, has probably the most intimate hobby knowledge with Project 2020, the most intimate knowledge of anyone who is talking about it. A lot of people who are talking about it right now are relatively new to the hobby, so they're just doing it for the views. Eric knows what he's talking about. Check him out if you want to know anything about Project 2020. He called this from the very beginning. He said that Project 2020 was going to attract people who looked at art and cards and combine the two and combine both of those markets. He said this was going to be a thing. Now, he didn't say that the Ermsley Topps Update Trout was going to be a $3,000 to $4,000 card, but he knew that it was going to take off. So definitely check him out because he called this for sure. The one card that I'm going to mention, guys, it is just unbelievable, is the Ermsley Trout. I believe I'm saying that right. I have a picture of it here. This card, again, 2 months ago, $19.99 through Topps' website. You know what? If you want to get 2 of them, could have got a discount. $35 for 2. The card was $19.99 on Topps website all day long. It sold roughly 3,000 copies, or a little bit shy of 3,000 copies. Went from $19.99 to $30 to $40 to $80 to $250 to $1,000, all the way to $3,000 in a little over a month or two, if that. Now, prices have softened because everybody's getting the cards and are trying to cash in, and Project 2020 is starting to pump out a lot more cards. But this is a thing, guys. It really is a thing. The card is now maybe a $1,500 to $2,000 card. Prices are settling a little bit, but it's just unbelievable what is happening to this card market with Project 2020. To me, it is absolute insanity. All right, guys. Thank you for checking out the hot list today. Appreciate it.